Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Israel Adesanya and his lack of decision making that he has in the MMA octagon. For some reason, he's just been making some really bad decisions, and this is kind of like Tony Ferguson type esque of a level of decision making. If I'm just being honest, he's going to a very steep decline. And in my honest opinion, in his last couple fights, he has not had the best decision making. I think that Israel Adesanya had all the capabilities, all the physical capabilities to win this matchup. The only thing that was going to win him or lose him this fight was his decision making. And of course, against Sean Strickland, not good decision making. Against Dricus du Plessis, not good decision making. Against Imavov, not good decision making as well. We're gonna go ahead and react to this very quickly. We're gonna go ahead and watch the full clip, and then we're gonna go ahead and break it down. Open stance fight, breaks his base, pokes his eye, fight holds on, and then Imavov goes for overhand, and then that's pretty much the end of it. We're gonna go ahead and watch this very quickly because some important things go on here. This is an open stance fight. For those of you guys that don't know what that is southpaw versus conventional, and obviously Israel Adesanya is here fighting from the southpaw position. This is a very interesting position in the sport of mixed martial arts because everybody seems to always think that if you're just looking for outside positions, southpaw stance, that you're obviously always in the dominant position, but that can be further from the truth because, as we know here, Israel Adesanya does have the capabilities of winning this matchup because he did something very important, which was break Imavov's base here in the beginning of this sequence. So of course we go right here where Israel Adesanya is looking for control. He gets the control. He's able to control the space in between them, and then he goes for a punch to Imavov's abdomen, and he does break his base. How do we know that? Because Imavov goes for a disengagement, and he goes for a rhythm step, tries to get back in the 50-50, but unfortunately there, Israel Adesanya is caught with an eye poke. Now, this is mistake number one, because psychologically, Imavov knows that Israel Adesanya is compromised. He did not take a second to reset at all. Instead, he goes for the very dumb decision of going back into the 50-50, and that's what we're going to see right now. So that's mistake number one. They are literally right in front of each other going for a reset right inside of the 50-50, and Imavov right here knows that Israel Adesanya is hurt. Now, this is very important because momentums in fights is probably the biggest thing, or one of the biggest deciding factors on whether or not you're winning your position. And right here, Israel Adesanya is losing a mental position, right? Of course, they're on a 50-50. There's not really going on right here in this sequence per se, but there is a sense of urgency right now from Imavov because he knows that Israel Adesanya is hurt. Now, decent decision making from Israel Adesanya. He goes for a mid kick towards Imavov. It lands, but Imavov was able to kind of parry it a little bit, but it did land. And then, of course, we see right here a control from Adesanya. But here is mistake number two. Israel Adesanya should have looked for a disengagement here because obviously Imavov is pressing forward. The smart thing from Israel Adesanya to do was to look for a disengagement. Of course, mistake number one was already there whenever he decided not to take the opportunity to look for a reset because he did have time, with an eye poke to get like I think 2 minutes of wait time, and for some reason Israel Adesanya chose not to do it. And of course, mistake number two is coming up right here as Imavov is already knowing that Adesanya is compromised. Did you guys catch that? What does Israel Adesanya do off the southpaw position? He literally switches to an orthodox position with no sense of control, even though we just saw him control. You would think that Israel Adesanya, knowing that Imavov knows that he is hurt, would try to go for as many controls as possible, but he doesn't do that. He literally switches stance right in front of the man, which was a dumb decision. That's bad decision making because from this position, he should be looking for a feint, a disengagement, or a feint switch stance, or literally a control. That's bare minimum. That's fundamental shit. When you guys go to like these Muay Thai classes or these kickboxing classes, they tell you before you switch stance in front of a man, put something in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like a feint, or fucking control at the bare minimum. But Israel Adesanya for some reason just doesn't do that. Imavov was able to take a lot of space, a lot of real estate here. He was able to move in fairly quickly. All he had to do was just take a step forward while Israel Adesanya is switching stance, goes for an overhand, fucking lands. So a whole lot of momentum here, a whole lot of mistakes. Imavov was just he got lucky, in my honest opinion. He got lucky because Israel Adesanya had bad decision making. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why Israel Adesanya lost this fight. In the breakdown video that I made previous to this, I said that Israel Adesanya had all the tools, all the capabilities of winning this matchup if he fought a smart fight. Did not. He literally did not fight a smart fight this fight at all, which is very disappointing to see someone like Israel Adesanya go out the way that he's going out. But that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As always, it's a pleasure. Peace out. Have a good one.